Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. This is harmony video like you've never seen before. Let's go straight to the point. Let's look at these points, all right? Number one, in trying to learn how to sing harmony effectively, you need to locate the melody. That's the most important part of it. Talk about tuna sandwich. The main part of it is the tuna. Without it, it's not a sandwich. It's not a tuna sandwich, right? So it's like the backbone of every harmony melody. It's like the backbone of every harmony. It's the most important part. Without the harmony, you can sing just the melody, but without the melody, it's not going to sound right. Okay. So locate the melody and understand its movement. Melody moves. Yeah, moves from one note to another. That's why it's called a melody, because it's a combination of different notes. You know, some of them appear over and over and over again to form the melody. All right. So for this class, the melody will be the highest part. Okay. And we're going to use a very simple song so that you'd understand. All right. So we're going to be on a key C. Ha. This is do, do. All right. So that would be the starting point of the melody. Now, not all melodies start from do. A melody could start from mi. A melody could start from sol or anywhere in the solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay. But for this specific song, it's starting on the do. Okay, so for this, we're gonna require at least two octaves because of how harmony are spaced out. Some parts sometimes go into the upper octave or lower octave. Okay, harmonies are spread out. For instance, let's say we have the first part is do. The next part is gonna come here. Me, not this one. Okay, now, what I just played is a little advanced. Okay, sometimes two parts may be side by side, right? But it doesn't stay there for long. We call that dissonant harmony. All right, it comes there for a little while and leaves. All right, because the majority of the harmony have to be spaced out. Okay, there has to be that interval. So do mi. The next one is so. You see how it's spaced out, and then let's say the melody moves from do to so. Ah, I love you. I love. So it's going to so. Everything above it will move as well and try to maintain more or less the same space or shape. The next one might be here, and the next one might be here. You see, so the others have gone into an octave higher. Okay, so we need two octaves. So in that case, by the way, octave is simply the same level, the same things on a different level. It's like a skyscraper. Imagine a skyscraper. The first floor and the second floor have the same kind of furniture. All right. And the third floor have the same kind of furniture. That's what like octave means. And I like to tell people that the difference is very simple. The lower you go, the more bass you add to the same notes, the more bass that the same notes get. Okay. So let's say, for instance, we have this do, do, exactly the same thing, but the lower one has a little more bass. And if you go a bit lower, do, do. Do you see that? The same things. And they don't harmonize. Same notes don't harmonize. Rather, we call that unison. Okay? Okay, so two octaves. So we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Let's go to the next one. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And you can even go further, but I think two is enough. Two is enough. Okay, so let's go to the next point. Let's try a few chords of this song. So the song we're going to use is a very simple song, like I said. Okay, doesn't move too much, and the change in notes is a bit slower than some other songs. So hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. That's what we're going to use. Okay. Very simple. So what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna use just two words. Okay, let's take it a bit at a time. Okay, I'm not gonna do the whole thing for now for this example. Okay, so the first, like I said, the first point is know your melody, understand the movement. So the first note is do do re re. All right, do do re re. Okay, so and I also said that the melody is going to be the highest part. So yeah, obviously, soprano voices are going to sing whatever is highest. If you have maybe in a different song, the tenor part is the highest in that song, the soprano voices will sing it. So they sing whatever is in the range. Okay. So in different songs, you can have maybe any part in that range, and the sopranos will have to take it. Okay. So we have Hallelujah. Now, the next part below it is the alto part. Alto part. Okay. So the alto start here. La. Hallelujah. Okay. Hallelujah. The melody again is Hallelujah. The alto is Halle. Now let's move because at Halle, the um, melody is still staying at the same spot and it determines the movement of the other ones as well. Okay. So if we move, watch. Hallelujah. Now the alto will move. Hallelujah. Did you see that? Now, the next thing I want you to know is majors and minors. Okay, they have a kind of feeling that come with them. All right, for instance, the fact that the alto started here created a harmony called a minor kind of harmony. Now we could also have this, the melody being here and the alto being here. All right, you see two spaces, that also works. Both of them work. But at the end of the day, what's the composer trying to achieve? Which one sounds better? That's what determines which one you pick. Because in harmony, several parts could work. For instance, melodies here, alto can be here or here. You see that? So I told you what determines which one to choose. All right. Now, how do you choose? How do you know which one to choose? Simple. You need to know all the combination of harmony. So now let's find out all the combination of harmony. Okay, so we have do, mi, so. See how they're spaced out, intervals. Okay, now the next one, the lowest note will start from re. Now, you know, the first time it was on do. Now it's going to start from re. The same spacing out. Re, fa, la. Okay, re, fa, la, maintaining the same distance. Then the next one, mi, so, ti, maintaining the same distance. Okay, then the next one, fa, la, do. Okay, same distance. So, ti, re. All right. La, do, mi. Okay, so by now we've gone into the upper octave as the lowest note continues moving up by one step. Ti, re, fa. Okay. It's important that you know this, you know, instinctively. And how do you know it? I'm sure I have an exercise that, you know, I'll put at the end of this video that you can do. The more you repeat it, the more you're able to instinctively know what the other part to melody is. So we have do, do, mi, so, mi, do, re, fa, la, fa, re, mi, so, ti, so, mi, fa, la, do, la, fa, so, ti, re, ti, so, la, do, mi, do, la, ti, re, fa, re, ti, do. So look at the first one. The first note is a do, right? So the do, let's call the do the root note, okay? So the do is the root note. The others are just complementary and they are complementing to form a harmony, okay? So that's the first one. This is a major harmony or a major chord if we refer to music, you know, instrumentals. The next combination, which is re, fa, la, is a minor. Always remember that. Okay. The second one is always a minor. Okay. The second chord or the second harmony. The third one, you see, the root note is now a mi. It's moving up and up by one step. The third one is always a minor. All right. The fourth one is always a major. The fifth one is always a major. Sixth is a minor. Seventh is a diminished, okay, which we don't normally use, okay? So it's very important you know this because I talked about why the alto in that hallelujah had to be on a la because we want to start on a minor. Do you know the difference between a minor and a major? Well, a lot of people say major sounds happy and bright, true, and a minor sad, all right? Now, sad is not in a negative way. Okay, I like to call it melancholy. All right, and it means for me a more serious on a more serious note, very reflective, serious. You know, it's a serious time. You know, like when they say let's observe some moments of silence or something like that. A time to be reflective. Yeah, I think that's the word, reflective. So listen, you can even close your eyes and feel it. Sounds happy. Oh, kind of sounds sad, not in a negative way, remember? Okay, melancholy. Again, minor. Ooh, happy. Happy. Melancholy or sad. I don't know what to call this one. It's a diminished. We don't normally use it. Okay, so I don't know what feeling to give to that one. But anyway, all you need to know is six of them. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Forget about the seventh one, okay? So back to our hallelujah. Ha. Remember the melodies. Ha. And we chose to have this combination. Alto. Ha. Because we want that first chord or harmony to sound very serious, to sound a bit melancholy. All right. So that's why we went there. Else, we'll go for this combination where the alto will be here. Now, don't worry about the movement. See, as the melody moves, you find out which combination works with that melody. Okay. So, for instance, we have this do, mi, so. What complements the do is the mi and the so, right? So if the do is up here, you can pick a so at the bottom. It's the same thing. And pick a mi at the bottom as well, or anywhere else. It's the same harmony, just a rearrangement, okay? In music or in piano, we call it C major, in guitar or musical instruments, we call it C major. It doesn't change whether the C comes first, whether the C is at the top, whether the C is in the middle. It doesn't make any difference. It's still the same chord. We have the same do, mi, so. It doesn't matter if it's a mi, so, do. It doesn't matter if it's a so, mi, do. All right. Whatever the arrangements, is the same chord. Might give you a different feel, but it's the same happy chord. Now, before we go to the next one, let's hear an example, an actual example. Okay, I believe. Let me turn on my Bluetooth speaker, okay, because we need to hear it loud and clear. 1 second. So we're back. I would need about 2 phones for this. Okay, this one is connected to my Bluetooth speaker behind, and this one is connected to this, so we can hear it loud and clear. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna sing a combination of the melody and the alto. So listen carefully. So I'm going to record it. All right. So I'm going to record it here. So listen, I'm going to record the whole melody of this song. 1, 2, 3, go. Hallelujah. 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 All right. Save it, call it melody. While it plays back, I'm going to record the alto on this one, okay? So watch the movement, all right? And we hear them together on this one, alto and melody. So ready? So let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Hallelujah. 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 Let's listen to both of them. I hope this one is on. Yep. Let's listen to 2 of them together. melody and alto. 1, 2, 3, go. Hallelujah. 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 I noticed something. I'm going to do it again. I noticed something because the melody is the most important part. I mean, is you can let everything be on the same level in terms of volume, but if anything's going to be louder, it has to be the melody because that's the main part in in the harmony. All right, is the backbone of the harmony. Because if someone wants to learn the song, they refer to the melody. They want to learn the melody, not the parts. Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna increase the volume of the melody here and draw back a bit for the alto I'm gonna sing because my mouth initially was so close to this. All right, so let's go again. 1, 2, 3, go. Hallelujah. 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 All right. One. Okay, there we go. Let's listen again. So we have, I'll call this one melody and alto. Even you can practice like this. Okay, just naming that. 1 second. All right, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Hallelujah. 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 That's a much better blend in terms of volume. And now I'm going to introduce the last part, okay, which is a tenor. So remember again, when you're forming your harmony, right? If let's say the melody is a do, you have other combinations in the do, mi, so, mi, do, re, fa, la, fa, re, where you find the do as well. For instance, the do is also in fa, do, and la. All right. So the combination you choose depends on whether you want it to be a major or minor. And when you find two options that are major, you have to listen, combine all of them together and listen and see the one that fits best in that part of the song. Okay, so let's try the tenor. So if this, since this is the melody, ha, and this is the alto, this should be the tenor. So we have a combination of um do, la, and mi, which is a minor, completes the minor. And now we're gonna use this one to record everything. Okay, so while this one plays the melody and alto, I'm gonna use this to record the tenor. So I'm gonna move back a little bit. Now, that's my first note, the mi for the tenor. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Hallelujah. 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 Woo! We did it. Okay, so let's listen. Now, mind you, I'm listening out for different things. I'm listening out for the dynamics I use for that one, the other ones. I'm listening out for the pronunciation. It has to be the same. It has to be the same dynamics. I'm listening out for the volume. Okay, there's so many things I'm listening out for. So we call this melody, alto, and tenor. So I mentioned three things. Pronunciation. Okay, so let's say you're singing a song and you decide to pronounce. Everybody decides to pronounce man as man. The backups, the people singing the harmony have to pronounce it the same way. Or you decide to go men. Some shouldn't pronounce men, hey man, hey man. And it's man, right? So some shouldn't pronounce it as men and others pronounce it a different way. It has to be the same. So what do you decide? Stick to one thing, everybody. Okay. So then I talked about also the dynamics. So if I'm singing hallelujah, hallelujah, did you hear that? This is a different kind of tone I used in this one, right? A fuller tone. The other one I use in the recording is a much milder tone. Okay, so if I'm doing that, the other parts have to maintain the same energy. Um, hallelujah, hallelujah. You see, that lu is always like a falsetto. The first part, which is the melody, did it as a falsetto tone. And so the others have to do the same thing. These all happens in the practice or the rehearsal where you create. It's art, I'm telling you, and it's fun. When you start creating harmony, you have a great time because you're trying different things and you the thoughts to know that it really works is just inexplicable. It's just awesome. Okay, so the melody we decide to do Hallelujah, Hallelujah. All right, and then come back to full tone. The others have to do the same thing. Okay, so let's listen to the three of them together. 1, 2, 3, go. Hallelujah. 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 Woo! We did it. You can play this video back and forth, okay? Play it over and over again. Second time, some things that don't click or didn't click the first time is going to click the second time. You watch it again, some things that didn't click the second and the first time will click the third time. So keep watching it. For some of you who say you don't, oh, it's a bit complicated, just keep watching it. Keep thinking about it, okay? And keep trying it. You know, you have to practice. You have to put it to work. All right. So I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye.